Go.
Okay, it's June the 6th, 2023, and we're out doing some farm work this evening after my regular work. And I wanted to show you guys, this is the field behind me where we had fed hay this past winter. So they've only been off of here since like the end of March. They had basically grazed it down to nothing. And I've got some videos I'm gonna try to link that are from back in like February, I believe, that kind of show what this looked like in February. But the grass is crazy. I did not plant any of this grass. There's some brome grass, there's a little bit of there's some fescue, there's some orchard grass, and there are some weeds in here as well, but there's tons of red clover. So I wanted to kind of walk through and show you guys kind of what things look like today, and how much clover has come up. Okay, so this is not a weed-free pasture by any means. Here's where a hay roll was fed. There's still a lot of hay that needs to decompose. But as you walk up, I can show you how much clover. I mean, it's honestly too much clover. There's probably 70, 80, 90% of the grass here is clover. Let's slow down. You see lots of red clover. Again, I did not plant this. It just volunteered in. The seed was already here in the ground. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about a seed bank. Again, here's another spot where a hay roll was fed. They ate a little more of this roll, so there's not as much wasted. That tall grass that tall weed with the white flower on top is poison hemlock. That is what I'm pretty sure that's brome grass. Again, this is no seed, just all volunteer. But there's tons of nutrients laid down when you feed hay in the wintertime. Okay, I'm pretty sure last February I took a video and I was showing hay being fed down by this tree, kind of in the back of this hill. So I'm in roughly the same area. So I'm gonna try to link that video. Hopefully I can find it. And again, you can see the difference just went on. This is the area where we've been feeding hay this winter. I'm kind of working my way counterclockwise, so I started to the right and I'm basically circling around this field. I've made it to the back of the field where I just fed hay today, and then I'm going to work my way around the field in a counterclockwise fashion. So and basically just feeding hay with the tractor once a week. So I've been coming out once a week setting out hay rolls. I'm going to show you a spot where we fed hay last year. So this is fed hay here a year ago. You can see a bunch of decomposing hay. You can see that hay is decomposing. There was some grass. A lot of this you see was Johnson grass last summer. So this was covered in Johnson grass, and then it's Johnson grass died, and it's back to the hay now, decomposing hay. Over here is a spot where we fed hay this year. So you can see the hay obviously has not had time to break down. This is about a month ago. So the hay is still kind of still there. So I basically went, there's a few spots where I fed hay last year, and then further down the hill, spots where I fed hay this year. So basically just trying to cover this whole hillside scattered with hay. Here's toward the back of the field where we fed hay most recently. You can see there's lots of manure being laid down. There's lots of fertility being laid down in this pasture, and this was extremely high density. This field's about 8 or 10 acres, and I'll probably end up feeding 150 5x5 hay rolls in this field. One thing I will point out though, so this, you can see there's a bunch of clover coming up here. I did not plant any of that. That's all volunteered in. So that's all volunteer clover that's out of the seed bank that was already here. And that was not that way when we bought the farm. It was all just kind of rank, what I'd consider rank fescue and broom sage and weeds. So here's the cows. I'm on the back of the field now. I normally feed 10 rolls once a week. I figure they need about a roll and a half a day. I'm gonna have to feed midweek this coming week, so I only sit out 6. But again, that's kind of what it looks like. There's about 70, 75 head in here, so they've got enough hay they can spread out. All right, so this is a group of around 19 or 20 yearling heifers. They turned year-old back in April, so about 2 months ago. Be putting a bull in with them here in the next week. They're red Angus, and some of them red Angus Hereford cross. I do have 3 or 4 2-year-old cows that are going to be calving any day now. They were ones that bred late, and I'm planning on selling them as cow-calf pairs since they're calving later in the year. All right, so one of the issues that I wanted to bring up with clover is bloat. So I tend to find in this area bloat's probably worse in like April, beginning of May in general. I don't know why that is, but it tends to be when you see it the most. So I am somewhat concerned about having some bloat issues with this, but it's one of those things that a risk, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take. But hopefully they do well on it and we won't have any bloat issues. In a couple days, we're going to be working our commercial herd of cattle that's down in Spencer County, Kentucky. It's about 20 or 30-minute drive from here. So I may take some videos down there and take some other videos and combine them all. So this may span a few different days, but I just wanted to kind of show you some stuff while we're here. And I'll be, I'll take the other videos and be posting soon. Okay guys, it's June the 8th. Hope you enjoyed those videos that we had shown a second ago. That was back in February, I think the 18th, when I showed us feeding hay on that pasture. And again, I didn't bale graze there, but I set hay out once a week with the tractor, sometimes twice a week. But you can see how much the pasture's improved, hopefully. And we're getting ready to work cows today. This is our commercial herd of spring calving cows. We're gonna just castrate the bulls, vaccinate the calves for blackleg and put ear tags in. And then there's a few cows that haven't calved yet that I think are probably open, and I'm gonna preg check them. A couple may go to the stockyards, a couple of the younger ones may end up going for beef, but that's the plan today. I did want to brag on this cow real quick. So to me, this is about an ideal cow. She's probably 900 pounds. She's mainly red Angus. She may be just like an 8th Simmental. I'm not sure. I'd use a Sim Angus and a red Angus bull, but that's kind of what we're striving to produce. Again, just kind of wanted to show you what I look for grass finished beef animals. That's a 3-year-old cow, has her 2nd calf on her side. And one other thing, to catch the cows in this pen, I do use grain. I don't want to pretend that I don't, but that's the only time they get grain. And again, I use it just to keep them in here while I'm trying to get everybody up. I just pour it on the ground. Again, just trying to get them caught and make sure they stay in here. It makes the cows want to come in. And I just get like some sweet feed at Tractor Supply, nothing fancy. And again, that's really the only time I feed grain, is just to get them caught. So we've got my wife Melissa, our 2 kids, Ruby and Eli, and their friend Lucas gonna be helping today. We'll try not to get too worked up. All right, so we're actually done working calves. That actually went pretty smooth considering everything. The kids have been on church camp for 3 days and just got back this morning, so they were kind of tired, but that they hung in there and no one yelled or screamed or got mad, so that was good. Again, this is a portable setup, the same setup we were using at the other farm. Got an alley frames, just set up bull panels. Just wanted to show you that. So basically what we do, let me open this gate. So I was trying to show you how we work these. So the cattle are in this holding pen area. I'll push them toward where I'm standing. and then they'll go in this little makeshift alley between the barn, and then that red gate can open up toward me. So we've got like a little holding pen in the back. So we'll run the cows this way. Again, this gate's going to be open. All right, so that gate's open, and then we can shut that gate and funnel them into our alley. Again, it's pretty straightforward and simple, but I think the key is getting heavy duty panels. If you buy the cheap panels, they'll just tear them up and or they'll just get out. So if you spend a little extra money on the heavy duty panels, they hold up a lot better. And they're heavy to move, but we put them in we have a bumper pull horse trailer, like a stock trailer, and we just load them up in there and move them. So we're wrapping it up for today. Went to the stockyards and just dropped off a cull cow. I had a 10-year-old cow that was not bred, so we sold her. And then we had I actually had a cow calf pair. It was a black mott with a black mott calf. She's an 11-year-old cow. Had twins this year. Eli's bottle feeding one of her calves that she didn't take, and then she took the other twin. I just decided to go ahead and sell her. I was hoping she'd bring a good price right now, and she's getting older. And then I've got two in the trailer that I'm getting ready to let out. They're both 3-year-old cows. They both calved last year, and they're both open this year. So I'm actually going to keep them and make beef out of them. So one's probably ready to process now. You know, she weaned her calf back in the fall. She's fat and in good condition. The other one was kind of thin over the winter, but she's gained a lot of weight now. So I'm planning on probably letting her gain weight for the next 2 or 3 months, and then process her probably 2 or 3 months from now, depending on how much weight she gains. But she's not in bad shape, just not as good as what I'd like to finish one for beef. So again, on a 3-year-old over 36 months, you cannot take your bone-in cuts. But again, I found the beef quality to be very good. You just have to give them time to fatten up. So I'm gonna get off here for today, and I hope you all have a good day.